This morning is one of those mornings where I'm hungry, but I don't want no food. I want a freaking smoothie. And at the same time, I don't want to spend no money going to get no dang smoothie. But I have officially passed all of the restaurants near my house. Why is this camera looking like this? We have a lady coming in for a tour about 2 o'clock. And then we've got a meeting at 6:30. I will not be recording what happens at that meeting at 6:30 due to confidential reasons. Because I say that we're doing a lot, and I realized and already knew I don't do a lot of recording of that stuff. And the main reason why, I just be trying to get that stuff done. But I also want y'all to see that I actually be doing stuff, not just talking, because anybody can talk. I don't want to just talk about the stuff and not be able to show y'all. Now, a lot of times it is just me, and I don't rush to go move the camera, pick the camera up, make sure that I didn't kill the battery because I left it running and forgot about it and have to charge it. I don't think people understand how much it takes or what it takes to do a video the way that I've been doing a video, vlogging and things like that. There's a lot that goes into it. Sometimes I just never know if I'm gonna say something, so I tend not to. So now I'm sitting in traffic, construction traffic. I'm just ready to get here. Oh, now we get to go. And I kind of want to speak on some things. So you've heard me say my word of the year is intention. Being intentional about everything. And I'm really pushing to be a lot more intentional with everything. Not just with these videos, not just anything that I do concerning, videography, photography, all that other stuff. But I mean, even in life, I want to be able to spend more time with my wife and my kids. So I'm going to have to really put up some boundaries. I'm going to have to set boundaries. There's no way around it. Like, boundaries are in place, but I think one of the bigger things is I have to make sure that I stand my ground on that stuff. When I say I'm not going to do something, I just need not to do it, not feel guilty about not doing it, and keep it moving. If I say I'm going to do something, I need to make sure that I get to it. Now, I know certain things I can't really put on a time scale. I can't put it on a calendar. I mean, I know I just can't with certain things, and certain things are just gonna have to be done when I can get to them. But to make sure that I'm not always working in the business as well as working on the business at the same time, that's got to take place. I have to be able to work on the business a lot more than I'm working in the business. So I have to be intentional about finding people. Delegating it's not difficult, but it's a fight. Because I know how I want things done. I know how I like things to be done. Delegation may be in play. Intentionally giving y'all value with these videos. I know what I want to do. I have maybe a month and a half worth of material stored in my head. Some of it is scripted out. Some of it is just a title and a few bullet points. But again, I have to get to a point where I'm not worried about being caught up. I have to get to a point where I can actually sit and get these videos done. What I want to do, I've got them mapped out in my head. For instance, this one has been mapped out in my head since probably February, right? And I know I said that I wanted to actually sit and look directly into the camera as if I'm having a conversation But here we are. We're in the car because this is my time, a time for me to be able to record things that are not going the way I expected this video to go. However, I'm getting it done because I have no other choice. So with intention being my word of the year, I'm pairing that with a very honed in racehorse blinders on mindset. I can't keep saying I'm waiting on so-and-so. I can't keep saying, well, so-and-so didn't give me, well, so-and-so didn't. I can't keep doing that. I can't do that this year. I've done that for so freaking long. I feel that's why I am where I am, because I'm waiting on other people to help me carry out my vision, carry out my dreams, carry out, offering help or assistance or whatever the case may be, so that I can be freed up. I can talk about this all day. I can complain about it all day. I can vent about it all day. But in that time frame that I spent complaining, arguing with myself, thinking about the shoulda, woulda, couldas, I could have been doing something to leave that in the past and move on with the future. So my mindset has already changed, but I'm vocalizing that everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm working towards, I'm moving with intention. I don't care what anybody else has to say. I don't care about how anybody else feels. I know what was given to me. I know the vision that was given to me. I know how I feel about everything that is going on in my life. I don't have time to be stressed, having to go back through anxiety and depression. I don't have time for that. Yes, this is a very stressful point in my life, because with a woulda, shoulda, coulda, I realized I wasted a whole year. Not like I wasn't doing anything, but looking at the time crunch that I have now with this, what do you call it? Arabia calls them private investors. I think that's what she called them. Your Clark Kent, as Shamar calls it. Your day job, silent business partner. Having that now, yes, I'm making money on a regular basis, but that is not where my passion is. So I asked God, I said, okay, listen, what's my purpose for being here? And what's my tenure? How long am I gonna have to be here? One thing that I heard is, for I have plans for you. That's in Jeremiah 27, if I remember correctly. I can't remember the rest of the scripture right now, but if I did my job correctly, the scripture is right there. Now, second thing I've also heard is, I'm waiting on you. To know that God has plans, and He's waiting on me to basically catch up. I can't say, hey, come with me. The only thing I can say is, I'll catch y'all on the next one. That's it. I have no other choice but to move, and move intentionally. Stop wasting my time, because I ain't wasting nobody else's. And I don't need nobody wasting my time either. But I can sit here, like I said, and wait. Nothing will ever happen. So for the rest of this year, my goal is to bring in 100K to me, not to the business. Now I know some people are gonna say, "Oh man, that you setting the bar too high." I am not setting the bar too high, and I feel that's another problem. Other people are trying to set my bar low to their mental capacity, to their thought process, to the things that they do and have done. I know there are people out here making $10,000, $20,000 in a month. If you calculate that correctly, that's over 100 grand for the whole year. I need to be in a space where I don't have this silent business partner for long. I know things are going to pick up. And one question that I keep asking is, who's going to be there? When this business stuff picks up, when clients start rolling in, who's going to be there? It's not like I have a plethora of PTO saved up and I can see how many days I have. No, we gain hours of PTO based on us working. You get more for overtime, but I'm also tired of going in for overtime. I'm tired, man. And that is why I really have to make sure that everything I do is basically a calculated step. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna do it. I have reels in my head. I know exactly what needs to be done. I need to sit and find the things that I'm looking to put into these reels and release them. Because one, I'm shaping this YouTube channel. Two, I need to start shaping the Instagram page. And for those that know social media, Instagram and TikTok are two different platforms. With those two different platforms, I can post the same video, but the way that they read captions, the way they read hashtags, things like that, those are completely different. TikTok can use that hashtag as a searchable term. Instagram don't care about hashtags. You know, I tell people I'm a digital media specialist. I have to be my first client to show and prove that the things that I'm talking about and the things that I'm telling people, I got to show and prove that it works for myself. After I'm done with myself, I have two brands that instantly, or I guess simultaneously, need to be given that same energy, as people call it. I have to give those two brands, as well as my page, my personal brand, the same amount of time, even if it's in the midst of me curating one video for this YouTube channel. I can pull clips from, this video and other footage, and I can put that out there somewhere else. I'm aiming to get more business clients into the studio and also let everybody know that we don't just do podcasting. I always say, this is where we do podcasting and all things social media. I'm just gonna have to stop, take a break. I'm gonna have to put a hard pause to certain things. I'm gonna have to put a hard stop to other things, and everything else that is around it, I'm gonna have to be intentional. For those that know me, I have not been able to play a video game in months. That is me winding down, stress reliever, being in a space that I want to be, because I play games with my kids. Mostly my boys. We get on there, and whatever game we all have together, that's what we play. I'm not a hardcore gamer like I used to be, but when I sit and think, I work 7 days a week. 7 days a week. And that mess can weigh on you. I know, because it's weighing on me. I gotta dial back with some stuff. Certain things are gonna be cut out. Other things, people just gonna hear me fuss. But I tell you what, when I get to a point where I'm tired of fussing, it is what it is. Just know, I don't care who has anything to say about it. I don't care about how anybody feels. Just know you're X'd off. I don't have time to waste on people that don't want to give a quarter of the energy towards the movement. I don't have time to keep giving free advice to people that are not listening, not willing to do anything. I don't have time for that. I'm in a stage where I'm probably just going to be like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm going to go on about my business. No matter how much I want to talk, no matter how much I want to help somebody, I cannot continue to help people that don't want to help themselves. I got to help me. But listen, I call it rambling, call it ranting, call it whatever you want to call it. But all I'm saying is I can no longer just do things with my time. My time cannot be wasted anymore. It cannot. It's a lot going through my head. And it's just time to start working things out. I'm done talking for now. I'm almost at the studio. So, and one last thing. This is my year of no. And this has to be my year of no because I need to get back to me and my family. I am drained. I am tired. I can't keep pushing, saying yes to everything and feeling the way that I feel. When there are days where I am literally running off of a 30-minute, 1-hour nap, because it ain't sleep, that's when you really have to do a self-examination. I really have to check some stuff. That is draining. But 1 hour worth of a nap and then have to get up and be active all day. I have no other choice. For the sake of my health, I'm gonna have to start saying no. It is what it is. I have to be more intentional about everything. And that's my goal for the remainder of this year. I know what I have to do, and I know what I'm gonna do. And I really can't. I'm not doing a lot this year. What I mean by that is I'm not saying yes to every single thing. It's gotta make sense. It's gotta make dollars in order to make sense. If it's taking my sleep, I'm gonna have to say no. If it's taking extensive time away from the family, I might have to say no. If it doesn't make sense for us at the studio, I'm gonna have to say no. I have a list of things that I want to do. I have a list of things that I'm gonna do. But the biggest thing is I can't be doing everything around or in the midst of needing to get certain things done for the sake of my health, for the sake of at home, and for the sake of promoting and pushing the studio. Doing what I have to do is always something I have to, in a sense, fight. Because there are a lot of things that I don't have to do. I literally don't have to do certain things. I choose to do it. And knowing that I choose to do a lot of this stuff, it's time for me to start choosing myself. Strange that I can't forget where I came, but don't know if they'll do the same and remember me till I'm painting a bigger picture, making some bigger. I'm tired and I'm freaking drained. I've been working and mercy, Lord, trusting my process of monies, looking for progress and pushing forward. Know I might fall while I'm running. I beat myself up sometimes and pay that pressure no mind. Cause ain't no way I can work this hard. And I know my time is coming. Look, feet all on the pavement, but these dreams were so adjacent to this rut that I've been stuck in, begging Jesus, can you say